Hey guys, welcome back to Pop Culture with Pat. Today we're talking about the new horror movie, Abigail.
What's your favorite scary movie?
A group of criminals kidnap a 12-year-old girl who is the daughter of a powerful underworld figure. Holding her for ransom in an isolated mansion, their plan starts to unravel when they discover Abigail is no normal girl. The one thing that I'm going to say, and I know others have mentioned it too, is that I wish they would have been able to craft a trailer that didn't give away what Abigail is, because I think getting to experience that, have that surprise at the theaters on the big screen would have been so much fun, especially after seeing the movie. You're like, oh man, that would have just added to the movie even more. I understand why they did it to a degree, but at the same time, it's just wish, we would have had that there. So this group of criminals, they're in this mansion when they find out that Abigail is actually a vampire, and she starts to end up hunting them down one by one. Now, I would say this movie is a mixture of Radio Silence's previous films, Scream, Scream 6, or Scream 5, Scream 6, Ready or Not, but I would also throw in a little bit of Fright Night and Blade in there as well. Abigail is played by Alisha Weir, who you might know from Netflix's Matilda movie, but if you aren't familiar with her, I think you will be soon because she's got a bright future ahead of her. A lot rides in her performance as Abigail, and I think that she absolutely crushed it. When we initially meet the character, she has to come across and portray this little girl that in most cases would be absolute terrified in this kind of situation. But then when it's revealed that she is a vampire, she has to kind of turn into this killing machine that she actually is when she's vamping out. And so just kind of portraying that two aspects of the character, I thought she did a really good job as far as that goes. It's also a very physical role too. She's running after these different characters, she's jumping on them. Then you also have the ballerina aspect to the character where sometimes she'll be dancing on the railings and stuff like that. And so she definitely had to do a lot of heavy lifting in the film, and we've gotten a number of different vampire movies over the years, in Hollywood, and for me, honestly, I think that Abigail is going to be one that sticks out for me personally. And then you have the rest of the cast led by Melissa Barrera, who is awesome once again. I love the collaborations that she's done with Radio Silence, and I really hope that we get to see more of that. You get some really heartfelt moments with her character too, which I wasn't really expecting in a movie like this. Then you have another genre favorite, or at least for me personally, in Kathryn Newton, who she's just been killing it in horror recently with, things like Freaky, with Lisa Frankenstein, now this. I love the little intricacies that she brings to her character, specifically here, but she's done it in other roles as well. So I can't wait to, to see what's next for her in her career. And then you also have Dan Stevens, another favorite. If you guys have not seen the film The Guest, I can't recommend that movie more. It is an amazing film, so definitely check that out if you haven't had a chance to see it. And he's great here in the movie too. And then to kind of round things out for the cast, you have Kevin Durand, you have Angus Cloud, rest in peace. You have Giancarlo Esposito, and then you have William Catlett as well. So just overall, a really, really good cast they put together here. The chemistry with the group of criminals is really good, like I mentioned, which is so important because normally you're not supposed to really like a group like this, but they all have these different traits that you almost can't help but to like them to a certain degree. Horror fans, I don't think you guys are going to be disappointed at all because there's quite a bit of carnage here. There's, limbs being ripped off. There's blood splattering all over the place, including the screen. So yeah, there's definitely a lot here. They don't spare any expense when it comes to that stuff. So as a big horror fan, I was satisfied with that aspect of the film. And most importantly, this movie is just a lot of fun. It knew exactly what it was, and it just fully embraced it. And I think that you could tell that this whole cast was just having a blast filming the movie because that really comes across in their performances on the screen as well. Overall, for me, guys, yeah, sure, there might be a little things here and there that you can nitpick, but when you're having this much fun at a movie like this, at least for me personally, there are certain things that you can kind of overlook. Yeah, this is some of the most fun that I've had at the theater so far this year, and it's probably one of the best vampire films that we've gotten in recent memory. So overall, as far as the score goes, I'm going to give this a 9 out of 10, and that could possibly go up on repeat viewings as well. I can't wait to check this out again in theaters because I'm definitely going to be watching it again and picking it up when it comes out on Blu-ray 4K for sure. So yeah, I'm definitely curious, what your guys' thoughts are in the film. Let me know if you have already seen it. Let me know what your guys' thoughts are. And I want to know what your guys, what are some of your favorite vampire movies of all time. So let me know down below in the comments. If you guys are new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button as well as the bell button next to it. That way you get notifications for all my new videos. Give this video a thumbs up. And as always, guys, please make sure to check back for more Pop Culture with Pat.